came with a generator. But I put an alternator off of like a 65 Mustang on it because they're pretty similar.
Hate changing the fuel filter. It's just...
They put one bolt was like a 1/2 inch and the other was like a 7/16. And at first I was like, that's dumb. Why did they do that? Why are they two different sizes? And then it occurred to me, they expected somebody to fix it themselves. You know, they thought somebody's going to have one socket set. They're going to have a 7/8 and they're going to have a 1/2 inch. They're not going to have 2 1/2 inches or 2 7/16.
Yeah.
They actually make that shit so you can work on it. Nobody does that anymore. You know?
I like Chevys because it's fucking easy to work on.
Oh, definitely compared to your Fords. Dodges, I don't know, they might be fairly easy to work on, but I know the new Fords are a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. So I didn't get...
The craziest thing is, have you seen how much like new crate engines cost? You can buy a new, like pretty well built 350 Chevy type crate engine for $4 or $5 grand. A Ford's gonna cost you like 20 for a mod. You can get an old like 351 Windsor or a 302 fairly cheap, but and the Chevys are a lot cheaper.
Oh, they are?
You see these guys who do hobby stock racing, it's all GM. It's always Monte Carlos and Buick Regals and shit. So they're a lot easier to work on. More than anything, they're a lot cheaper to work on.
See how easy these are? What the fucking... Like, my fuel filter's like under 10%. That's pretty fucking bad.
You have like a gauge that tells you what
Oh, fucking, I accidentally reset in my fuel filter percentage. And fucking... I just deducted from the original. It's like 69%, and the last time I reset it was like 58, 59%. So it equals out to fucking... Make sure everything's off. I don't like putting too many on because you can't... Oh, shit. And then this thing. I have to get this clip out. There we go. So I take this out. Let me get a bucket real quick. Is there a bucket around here? Now the second thing I do, so like see this right here? Well, fucking it's not connected that time. But basically I just twist this out and fucking, and then there will be a bunch of fucking fuel come out of it. It's fucking tight. Shit, that's it's pretty fucking tight. Take this off slowly. So as you can see, so I just dump this. I mean, Wix is a good brand, but it's cheap ass fucking. Another thing is, fucking. See all that shit in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the debris or whatever that filters out. But it going pretty bad. I'm not surprised. Sometimes the fucking thing doesn't come off.
Yeah, Wix is a pretty good brand. The only brand I wouldn't buy is Fram.
So this is off, right? So now you have to be very careful with this because this is the sensor. Just twist it up. And so gotta be really careful with these because they're fucking expensive. Fuck. I don't want to break it, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Let's throw this thing in there. Now it's off. So, see. Fucking thing. Yeah, it's fucking on there. There we go. So after you get this, since it's been on the ground, I thought I'd just separate it. Okay. So this is a sensor. So apparently I have like one I don't have to connect to. So just put the. So I'm gonna get the new. Put that here. Now I'm gonna get the new one. Right here. So it's a cheap one, but it'll do. So usually they have the O-rings. I'm gonna lube this up. Pull one off.
About how many miles do you get on a fuel filter?
I don't know, whenever, usually generally you place it around 20-30% or whatever you feel comfortable with. But with mine being under 10%, that's pretty bad. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Just these things you have to be careful with because they're very sensitive. There you go. Move her up. Some people just refill it. Okay, it's on there. Okay, and the second ring. There we go. Now I just screw this fucker back in there. Just gotta make sure I don't strip it. Sometimes these can be a
There.
so I think I got it off. So it's on there. still pretty good in shape. Let's put that somewhere. Touch. So now I pump it. Just until like fuel comes out of that hole. Get that rag. Because it's going to start fucking pouring out fuel pretty good. I don't want to get it all over the fucking place. You know. There you go. There you go. Okay, now we got the fuel. Now we want to get rid of those air bubbles. So, now I'm gonna tighten it. Okay, that's good. And then now I want to start the truck, make sure there's no leaks.
Okay. Nope, looks good. I don't see anything down here.
Well, nothing drifting, nothing, right?
Yep. Good.
It's only like a few minutes to make sure. Alright. Then so I'm gonna turn it off. 5 seconds. And then brake and accelerator or gas pedal. Yep, it resetted, as you can see. So reset, and then I turn it off, and then should show 100%. So and there you go, 100%.